Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Lights Out Cooking Network. Tonight is Brazilian night and we have Chef Flavia is going to teach us how to make
moqueca.
All right.
And now we're going to cut some veggies for the moqueca. For this dish, we're going to do them all in the same shape, okay? Which is going to be kind of like half moon, so to speak, all right? This is how I like to cut my peppers. It is the easiest way. Watch your fingers. But everything comes out nice and clean. See that? And then you can just get your fingers out of the way and slice away. Okay? When you're doing peppers, always have the skin side down. Otherwise, it could be a little slippery for you. It's just easier this way. Okay? So, there you go. We got the peppers. We're going to put them in a little bowl right here. Let's move on to the onions. I'm going to show you guys a quick way to, we're not chopping these. We're going to do these in half moons, okay? So, cut them in half, take the root out, peel the skin, get your fingers out of the way, and then you just chop them in half moons like that. Okay, for this particular dish, you want them kind of thick like this. If you're doing a French onion soup, you would want to slice them a little thinner. We're gonna just slice the tomatoes away like that. Let's put this stuff away and make room for the garlic, okay?
So now that Chef Flavia has julienned our tomatoes, onions, and green peppers, we're going to finish chopping up this garlic here. And we got a couple cloves left, but I've noticed my new beautiful Bose board, which I oiled and waxed, and it's beautiful. It's a little slippery, right? So I'm going to show you a little trick here.
What you got for us?
I'm going to show you a little trick to keep your beautiful
board from slipping.
Bose block cutting board from slipping. You're going to wet a little paper towel just to give it a little, and this works amazing. Watch this.
Let's see what you got.
She's beautiful. She's not moving. So let's finish chopping these garlic, right? So another little trick for chopping garlic is you want to hit about here on your knife. You want to take your cloves. You want to hold your knife with a nice grip, not like this. You want to hold your knife like this. You want to put it here and nice and forcefully.
Good whack.
Good whack. I mean, you can even hit them like really, really hard. But you do this to all your garlic, right? You whack all your garlic first, get all the skins off of your garlic, right?
That's a good tip.
And we always keep our compost pile. We don't waste anything here at the Lights Out Cooking Network. Everything goes back to the garden, to the OGs, because the organic gardeners got to make all this stuff for us.
That's right.
All right, so we got a few little cloves here left. Watch your fingers, and you want to cut towards the back of the knife here. When you're cutting your garlic, be real careful. Cut towards the back.
Nice chop.
And a little chop. And let's finish.
Good job there, Chef Lights Out.
Alright, so our next step is we're going to make some rice. 2 cups of rice, but before we make the rice, we got our pot heating up at about medium heat for about 2 minutes, couple minutes or whatnot, and we're going to coat the bottom of our pot with olive oil. Make sure you coat the whole bottom if you can. We're going to take a little pinch of our chopped garlic. We'll throw that in there, and we are going to let this saute for a few minutes, and while we're doing that, we're going to wash our rice, because white rice needs to be washed. Brown rice you don't have to wash, but white rice we're going to wash. And always use what? Cold water. At Lights Out Cooking Network, we use cold water. So we're going to take, would you look at that? So we're going to take our water.
Good old handy strainer.
Good old handy strainer. This rice.
And when do you know your rice is ready, Chef?
Okay. See how it's kind of cloudy? Just like a rainy day. So you're waiting for the rain. You're waiting for the rain to stop. It's raining. It's Florida. So what do you do if it's raining in Florida? You wait 5 minutes, folks. And in 5 minutes, there'll be no more. Let's see, we're still a little cloudy, so we're still rinsing. You could do it in a bigger bowl if you want. What do you think, Chef Flavia?
I think the water is still a little cloudy, in my opinion.
Okay, so we're still a little cloudy. Yep. Let's get all the clouds out. Let's try to find a nice sunny day. And you getting closer?
Yeah, looks ready to me.
All right, now that we've rinsed the rice nice and we went from a cloudy day to a sunny day, what is it? It's time to put the rice in the pot. So we're going to take the rice, we're going to put our rice on our pot, and we're going to turn this up to a little bit up, to about a medium high, and we're going to stir our rice around. And the key here, if you notice, we're not putting water in the rice, which most people do. We put the rice in first with the olive oil, and we coat the rice so that the rice doesn't stick together. Unless we're cooking sushi and you want the rice to stick together. But for now, we're just going to evenly coat the rice, nice and even, with our garlic and our olive oil on a medium to high temperature. And now that they're really coated, it's time to put the water in.
It smells amazing.
So we're going to do white rice, which is a 1.5 cups to 1 cup of water. So we have 2 cups of rice. We're going to do 3 cups of cold water. Come on, everybody, you know the drill. Cold water only at the Lights Out Cooking Network. So now we have 3 cups of water to our 2 cups of rice. We're going to stir often, as much as we can. We're on about a medium to high heat, and we are going to now add some salt. A liberal amount of salt. So we're using my favorite salt, French sea salt flakes. The difference between coarse, fine, and flakes. And I like sea salt flakes. So we're going to take a liberal amount of salt.
And is that depending on the quantity of rice we're making, or how do we know how much salt to add, Chef?
A liberal pinch of salt to every 2 cups of rice.
You got it.
All right. And now we're going to stir this, and we're going to just keep stirring it until it comes to a boil. And then when it does come to a boil, we're going to put a lid on it, and we're going to let it simmer down.
All right, are we ready to make moqueca? So we got our saute pan here preheating. Let's do a little bit of olive oil on the bottom of the pan, shall we? About a hefty couple of tablespoons. We're gonna start off with our hard veggies first, okay? Our onions and our bell peppers. Nice stir, and what we want to do here is give it a nice saute, let it soften a little bit, those veggies, and then we're going to come in with the tomatoes and garlic, okay? The moqueca dish is from the northeast part of Brazil, right? Mainly Bahia. And so originally, when the Africans migrated to that region, they created this dish. And so, and also traditionally, we're using olive oil tonight, but they cook with an oil called dende, and that is an oil from the fruit of the palm tree. Okay, it's different. It's something we don't use here, but it's not. It's kind of tasteless, but it's there's a beautiful color to it, to that oil. It's a bright orange color, and so they start a dish off with that oil, and that gives the dish a really pretty vibrant color. We are ready for the tomatoes and the garlic to go in. Give it a nice little stir. The base for this dish is our beautiful organic coconut milk. Okay, that is the base for our sauce, where the fish is gonna go in. And not to be confused with what, Chef Jason?
Coconut cream.
Yes.
Oh.
Coconut cream. It's a little thicker, and typically you use that for desserts, okay? Because it's sweetened. This is unsweetened coconut milk. That is beautiful, isn't it? Look at that. Give it a nice little stir.
Okay.
Look at those veggies. They're nice and soft. They're gonna cook a little longer. This is a beautiful dish. Smells amazing. So let's season this broth a little bit, okay? What I have going on here is some blackened seasoning, paprika, and my little trick, sazon. Sazon is gonna give this dish a nice, bright, beautiful orange color. And the reason why traditionally it does not go in it, but we're using it tonight because we don't have the dende oil that I was telling you about, right? That we typically will start a dish with the dende oil, which is a nice, very bright orange colored oil. And so I'm substituting the sazon for that oil to imitate that color, okay? So here it goes. And then watch the magic happen. Check this out. It's just gonna transform this pale white, boring sauce into this magical, beautiful foundation for our fish that we got coming.
Chef Flavia, is there enough coconut milk in there?
No, there is not enough coconut milk, and whose fault is that? Yeah, so so we need a little bit more liquid to finish the dish and to cook our fish in. And so
I think I have an idea.
Good. And I'm glad you can improvise because I don't know what to do.
I have an idea. Why don't, instead of, we're run out of coconut milk, my fault, I didn't get 2 cans instead of 1, why don't we make our own chicken broth? But we don't have chicken broth, so how do we make chicken broth? We're going to take some chicken bouillon cubes, and we're going to put them in a little very hot water, and we are going to, you know.
What are you doing over there?
We're kind of letting them
just dissolve it a little
dissolve, you know, as much as you can. Chop them up, get them a little. Chop them up, right? We're gonna chop up this bouillon cube. We're gonna give it a little stir. We're gonna stir to our veggies. We're gonna chop this sucker up a little bit. So we're gonna add our homemade chicken broth. Bada bing, bada boom. We're gonna give it a little stir. This beautiful moqueca. Oh, look at this. We're going to Brazil, folks. We're going to Brazil.
Man.
Okay, so we're gonna stir the moqueca, and now we have fresh eggs from Nasa Neil across the street. Has a chicken coop, and he has these beautiful eggs.
Really? Thank you.
And we get our eggs from Nasa Neil, Mr. Yorio. So we're just gonna take the fresh eggs, and we're just gonna put them around the edge.
And you just lay them down like that in the sauce?
Just lay them down in the sauce.
And so they're just gonna cook in the broth, right?
We got a little star formation.
That looks awesome.
And now it's time for the star of the show.
Yeah, baby.
What is it? It's swordfish, fresh swordfish, folks. It's a firm fish. If you don't have swordfish, use mahi, use grouper, but we're lucky we have beautiful, nice, thick, firm, fresh swordfish. And we're gonna take our swordfish and we are gonna put it in the moqueca. Oh, look at that, folks. Ooh, that looks good. That looks good. And of course, what does every beautiful meal need?
Salt and pepper. Salt and pepper.
A liberal amount. A liberal amount. Ramsey, where you at, Ramsey?
Wow, look at that.
We get some salt and pepper on our beautiful swordfish, our fresh eggs, our beautiful sauce. And now that we season her up, it's time to what?
Put a lid on it.
Put a lid on it, people. Come on, just shut up and cook the meal, all right? Here we go. So we're gonna put a lid on our beautiful cast iron skillet on medium. We're basically cooking this whole thing on medium for most of the entire meal for about 20 minutes. And for our final step, we are going to put our rough chopped cilantro, not fine chopped, which is our parsley for plating. This is rough chopped, this is fine chopped. Can you see the difference? So we're going to take our rough chopped cilantro and we're going to put it in our beautiful dish.
Wow, look at that.
Oh, we're going to grab a big handful of it, and what are we not going to do? We're not going to stir this dish.
Why?
Because we don't want to break up our beautiful swordfish and this beautiful plate. This is more of a final cooking topping of cilantro all over. We're going to put a lid on it.
Gorgeous.
We're going to wait 5 minutes. We're going to let her cook, and then we're going to do our final presentation, and we're going to enjoy some moqueca. And now it's time to plate.
Awesome, I'm ready.
Oh, what do we got here, Chef Flavia? Oh, thank you.
The rice, I'm gonna
we
get
got some romaine lettuce. We got
going
some,
over here on the
we got some
rice.
romaine. We're gonna pack the rice in, nice and full. Just
I will hold that for you.
Thank you, Flavia. So we're gonna
Don't be shy, pack it nice and tight.
nice and tight.
So when you flip it over on your serving plate, it will hold onto a nice, beautiful shape for you.
So watch this.
Yeah.
We packed the rice tight. We got our romaine, 3 beautiful leaves of romaine lettuce, and watch this, folks. Okay.
Ta-da! All right. Do you want me to do the honors?
Flavia, please.
Okay. And so the star of the dish, moqueca. I'm excited. I can't wait.
Oh,
We are just gently going to pull this saute pan here closer to me so I don't burn myself. And there's no secret to it. It's really however you like it. This presentation is how we're choosing to go with right now, right?
It's like life. It's like life. It's art.
Yeah.
It's art.
I'm gonna take a ladle and
Art.
scoop this beautiful sauce right here
Scoop it.
before we put the fish.
This is my new stainless steel ladle, by the way. Oh, we got rid of Mr. Plastic, and guess what we got? Stainless steel.
Oh, look who's upgraded in the kitchen. Okay, so we're gonna use this beautiful stainless steel ladle and scoop up the sauce. Don't forget these beautiful veggies that we took the time to julienne them and saute them. Do you smell that? That is amazing.
Oh, we're getting hungry.
Okay,
Come on,
and
folks.
so we created a little bed for the fish right here, right?
That's so nice. Look at
And
that.
so the star of the dish is our beautiful swordfish.
Oh, Mr. Swordfish, would you look at you?
Wow,
Oh,
look at
was
that.
Beautiful. Look at that swordfish. Oh
And
my
so
goodness.
just like that, just
Wow, that's so beautiful.
rest them on your
Amazing.
plate beautifully. Be
Amazing.
careful not to break them. You can break them once they're on your plate. Okay?
No, it's so good.
Okay, and then don't leave none of this stuff out. This is deliciousness, okay? So we're gonna come back here.
To the last drop.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that. Look at that. Green peppers, onions, tomatoes. What's that sauce called?
The whole dish is a moqueca.
No, what was that?
It's
What was that pepper you put that dark?
What gave it its beautiful color was the sazon.
Sazon.
Correct. Yeah, it's a Latin spice. It gives it a beautiful color and a beautiful taste. It is a really delicious spice. So here we go, guys. We are all plated. I'm hungry. Are you hungry? Are you ready to eat?
Should we put some lime on it? Let's
So
remember,
yes.
folks, plating is a very important part of the art of culinary. You know, it's like painting a beautiful painting. The painting's beautiful by itself, but sometimes you want to put a nice frame around it.
I want to
hang it
put
on
this
your
fish
wall.
in my mouth and not a painting on my wall. So what do you got for garnish tonight for to finish this presentation?
To finish this beautiful presentation, we are going to put a little bit of finely chopped parsley.
Beautiful.
Here, why don't you take that?
Okay, I'll take that.
Chef Flavia.
Yeah.
And we're gonna.
Oh no. Oh boy. Okay, that looks great.
And now we're ready to eat our beautiful
Moqueca. Bon appetiti.